Shalom, everybody. How are you? Rabbi Edelstein here with this week's installment of Rabbi E in 3, brought to you by MEOR DC. Our website's being revamped by my fantastic colleague, Rabbi Nati Stern, MEORDC.org. New pictures, new information, or find us on Facebook at MEOR DC. Be in touch. We have a lot of programs to announce as the semester approaches, God willing, on the campus of GW University and other places we visit. So be in touch. Okay. Got to get right to an amazing portion, Va'eschanan, the second portion of the book of Devarim. You have to read it. In fact, I'd rather have you skip Rabbi E in 3 and go right to the portion, if you have to choose, because there's so many incredible commandments, inspiring verses, foundations of our faith in this portion, not least of which is the Shema. Hear, O Israel, the Lord is our God, the Lord is one. The very essence of what a Jewish person is, testifying to God's reality and that this world, indeed, all of creation stems from his reality, the only intrinsic reality, and the obligation to love God, which comes right after that commandment of accepting and understanding God's unity. There's so many beautiful, inspiring verses, but I got to focus on one related to the other two, very important. It's also foundational. Don't be testy. I don't mean I'm starting with a little pun over here. Don't be testy, meaning irritable and angry. Yes, that's true, but that's not what I'm talking about. Don't test Hashem. Moshe Rabbeinu tells the Jewish people in this portion, and you shall not test Hashem your God, as you tested him at Massah, referring to an incident decades before when the Jewish people came to a place without water, and they doubted, if you will, or mentally tested Hashem. Will he do a miracle for us and give us water? And if so, great, we'll follow him. And if not, maybe we won't. That's how Ramban Nachmanides understands what that incident was, what it means they were testing Hashem. In other words, they were predicating, it's a great sin, the Ramban says, I'll predicate my observance on whether, or my continued observance on whether I see results. You know, maybe I'll start to do some of these commandments that Rabbi E is telling me about, and I'll see if I start to get a raise in salary from my boss a few weeks later. If things are really going well with me, then I'll see the Torah is real and I'll keep going. No, that's not how we approach Torah and mitzvot at all. That's testing Hashem. Could Hashem do even miracles for every single one of us whenever we would say? Sure, he could. There's nothing stopping Hashem. But we're the puppet master. Hashem's a puppet. That's not how he wants to do things. He did miracles for us in our history, well testified to by our whole people, and passed down in an unbroken chain of transmission, wonders of Egypt and Mount Sinai. But we live in a world where we have to exercise our free will. Based on what we learn from our tradition, from introspection, we can come to an understanding and a realization that God is real, Hashem is real, and the Torah is real. Yes, he could. I'm not going to do these commandments unless Hashem lifts this desk for me. What kind of arrogant and stupid attitude is that? Hashem's going to do. He could if he wanted to, but that's not how Hashem runs the world. That's not how we're supposed to relate to the Torah and the mitzvot. Maybe each one of us, or a person, for instance, maybe their job in life is to struggle against difficulty, which goes a long way towards answering the famous question, why do bad things happen to good people, so to speak? Whoever said that doing the commandments yields an automatic reward in this world? The rabbis tell us there's no reward in this world. The reward for the mitzvot is in the world to come. Now it's true the Torah says, as a people, when we do mitzvot in the land, I'm going over 3 minutes, but it's so important. If we do mitzvot in the land, nature will smile on us, so to speak. He'll make the rains come at the right time. There are worldly blessings that are explained to be a consequence of us collectively doing the mitzvot. But any individual person saying, okay, I'll do this mitzvah and see if I get a raise, if things go well for me, and then it'll be real, then I'll accept it. No. We have to serve Hashem because we have come to the conclusion that it's real, that it's true. Because we love God, we want to connect to God, we want to connect to something meaningful, not with the expectation of a reward, which is foolish and silly and trivializes the truth and the beauty of Torah. We might be in this world, any one of us individually, to have difficulty. I hope we all have blessings, and I hope by doing more mitzvot, we'll see, and you'll see the meaning and the purpose in your life by doing mitzvot. But to expect a reward in this world, material, tangible reward, it's silly. It's misguided. Do not test Hashem as you tested him at Massah. I went way over. I'm testing you. I'm testing your patience. Very important principle. Have a wonderful Shabbos. In fact, our lives are about Hashem testing us, sending us challenges to elevate ourselves, to prove that we have greatness within us. That's the purpose of a test. It's not our business to test Hashem. Have a wonderful Shabbos.